Now, live at 5, after a dry and difficult season, funding is headed to Minnesota farmers. Plus, the Fond du Lac community in Wisconsin is mourning a police officer who died from COVID complications. And the former Minneapolis police officer convicted of murder in George Floyd's death intends to appeal his conviction and sentence.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain tonight after a day of rain is turning into a nice fall weekend. The rain is a welcome sight for farmers who have struggled throughout the drought this summer. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Because of that drought, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz visited a farm in Dakota County today to hear from farmers and see firsthand some of the issues this dry season has caused. CBS3's Abigail Smith tells us more about funding that will help farmers across the state.
According to the U.S. Drought Monitor, Minnesota's drought season has been the 6th driest in 127 years. While many industries have been feeling the impact, it's been taking a major toll on farmers and ranchers like Cimarron-Fitson.
Pastures dried up, and the pasture we did have, there's no protein in it. The cattle aren't producing like they should.
After visiting a farm Friday and hearing how badly farmers and ranchers have grappled with the changing conditions, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz announced a $10 million drought relief package proposal. $5 million of that would be allocated for rapid response grants.
Makes sense to do it now. We waited to see where things were going to come in. Folks are harvesting. It's the right time.
The package would provide money for livestock and specialty crop producers, covering costs for various water equipment like irrigation systems and water hauling. All aspects of the proposal that Commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Agriculture, Tom Peterson, says is flexible.
This proposal, the nice thing about this is it's scalable. You know, $5 million, both of them. If the legislators want to help more farmers, we can go higher. If they want to help a little less, we could go less. We're not going to help as many. Same with the Rural Finance Authority. We tried to build those amounts and what we thought as a staff that would work.
The funding proposal also includes an additional $5 million for a disaster recovery loan program that would provide zero-interest loans immediately available for Minnesota farmers suffering from the drought.
Governor Walz says time is of the essence to get farmers help, and this is just the start. He hopes more funding will be available in the future to get farmers back on their feet. Well, Dave joins us now for a first check of the weather. Dave, as we just heard, that rain was a welcome sight for farmers and for a lot of folks across the region.
Yeah, you know, the places that weren't affected too badly by frost this week here just might hold on to another week's worth of growing time before it eventually does chill enough to kill the crops. And the rain, well, if we can't use it right now, we can still put it back into our reservoirs. And the rain chance today, which was as low as 30%, did pay off for a lot of towns and paid off better, frankly, than I expected. I thought maybe a tenth for most towns in Minnesota. Looks like we got a third from a line from Aiken towards Hibbing towards Ely as well, and about a quarter of an inch here in the Twin Ports. The rain is ending for Minnesota, but still going on for parts of Wisconsin and the UP. So those numbers you see right now could be a little bit juicier by 10 o'clock tonight. In fact, those showers should be ending as the night goes on and perhaps should end for Wisconsin and the UP by about 8 o'clock here this evening as our low pressure system leaves and a high coming in from the west dries us up. It may not clear us up as well as I was thinking last night. We're looking more towards a partly cloudy sky for Saturday and Sunday rather than a mostly sunny one. So tonight we should become partly cloudy as the low leaves and high pressure settles in, and not bitterly cold either. Looks like we're looking for low temps in the 40s. For Saturday, it'll be a little bit cooler than normal. The normal is 64. We'll top out around 60. But by Sunday, we do go to warmer than normal, and I'll talk about how long that trend will last in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. A somber day in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, as the community mourns one of their police officers. Officer Joe Core died from complications of COVID-19. The department says he contracted the illness while on duty. The 26-year-old married father of 2 died just after midnight Wednesday morning. Our sister station in Green Bay learned more about Core's death and how he's being honored.
A Fond du Lac Police Department squad car with Officer Joe Core's badge number 26 sits in front of the police department in memoriam as flags outside fly at half staff. Just 12 hours earlier, a procession of squad cars escorted his body back to Fond du Lac overnight.
It was very solemn. It would be solemn to begin with. It was very solemn last night because it was very quiet and still. And, see a line of police cars with a hearse, and it's an impact.
Action 2 News has learned Core tested positive for COVID-19 back on August 4th. 6 days later, he was hospitalized in Fond du Lac. Then on August 12th, he was transferred to Froedtert Hospital in Milwaukee and put on an ECMO machine before a ventilator 10 days later. Nearly a month later, on September 19th, still on the ventilator and ECMO, Core's pupils were fixed. A CT scan showed he suffered a brain hemorrhage. He was pronounced dead just after midnight yesterday. Since his death was announced, we learned Core joined the Fond du Lac Police Department in August of 2018. He was a member of the Tactical Field Force Team, Honor Guard Unit, Domestic Violence Intervention Team, and a certified field training officer. He was also a sergeant with the Wisconsin National Guard, and he'd been recognized with numerous awards and commendations.
He's quite accomplished and, at a young age, had already made his mark and was certainly on his way of building a real legacy of service.
Citing the family's request for privacy, the police department did not make any public comments about his death. We're told funeral arrangements are pending, but a GoFundMe page has been set up to support Core's family. The former Minneapolis police officer convicted of murder in George Floyd's death intends to appeal his conviction and his sentence. Derek Chauvin claims the judge abused his discretion during several key points in the case. Chauvin said he intends to appeal on 14 grounds, including when the judge denied his request to move the trial out of Hennepin County due to pre-trial publicity. Chauvin was convicted earlier this year in the death of George Floyd. He was sentenced to 22.5 years in prison. The Biden administration is preparing to distribute nearly 60 million COVID booster shots after the CDC passed a series of recommendations overnight. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky signed off on the advisory panel's recommendations late last night, agreeing boosters should be offered to people 65 and older. Boosters will also be available to those 18 and older with underlying health conditions. But in an unusual twist, Walensky overruled the committee, putting back in the recommendation for a third dose to individuals whose jobs might put them at risk, such as healthcare workers. While boosters are now recommended for some, she also stressed the importance of getting everyone their first dose.
While today's action was an initial step related to booster shots, it will not distract us from our most important focus, to get as many people as possible vaccinated with a primary series. I want to be clear, we will not boost our way out of this pandemic.
About 25% of Americans who are eligible to be vaccinated have yet to get their first dose. With the CDC's green light, Essentia says it'll be ready to start administering booster shots next week. Essentia says they're getting staff and resources ready to start administering booster shots on Wednesday. People can find out if they qualify, and you can make an appointment via the patient portal. Still to come on Live at 5, changing fall colors won't be the only orange you might see this weekend. Waterfowl hunting opens tomorrow in Minnesota. What hunters need to know as we take you around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki. And weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS3.
Bath Planet is the industry leader in high-quality materials and warranties. Your warranty is also backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval and a lifetime labor warranty. On top of that, our installers are trained and certified in our installation training center. Right now, we're offering 20% off and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Go online or call us today to book your appointment. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Get ready, y'all. Start spreading the news. We're taking the show on the road and kicking off a new season in NYC. Big shows, big stars, and big surprises. We're going big in the Big Apple. Well, that works too. From Central Park to Coney Island, I'm putting the y'all in New York. You didn't even know it was there, but it is now.
Hurricane Ida hit Louisiana hard. The people there, their families, and businesses have a long road to recovery. And now it's time for each of us to help lift up Louisiana. Text IDA to 51555 and donate to the Salvation Army relief efforts as they provide relief to those impacted by Hurricane Ida. Learn more at CBS3Duluth.com or the CBS3 News app. Live, local, CBS3, helping lift up Louisiana.
Calling all Bulldogs. Do you consider yourself a diehard UMD Bulldog fan? Send a picture of you or you and your crew all decked out in your Bulldog attire for a chance to be the My9 Sports Bulldog Fan of the Week. Follow the My9 Sports Facebook page and post your pictures there to be entered into our weekly random drawings. Each Fan of the Week will be showcased in our My9 Sports UMD Athletics Broadcast of the Week. The My9 Sports Bulldog Fan of the Week is brought to you by the Duluth Tap Exchange.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look toward Harbor Drive behind the deck. And starting tomorrow at 2, it will be packed as hundreds are expected to attend the Twin Ports' first concert for recovery. Organizers are hoping to both celebrate and raise money for mental health and recovery from substance abuse here in the Northland. Tickets are still available, and Dave will be in with this weekend's forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. How by Wabick celebrates their town's mascot during Oktoberfest fun, and the brews will be flowing with more seasonal fun in Moose Lake. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We'll start things off across Minnesota, where fall is truly settling in. Tomorrow is the opener for waterfowl hunting in the state. Changes to the season this year include shooting hours will end at sunset for all zones all season, and the Canada Goose daily bag limit is 5 per day. If you're not a hunter but still want to get outside tomorrow, it is National Public Lands Day, and entrance fees to all national parks are waived, including Voyagers. Next, we head to by Wabick, where an annual celebration is back this year. HONKTOBERFEST is on tomorrow after being canceled last year. The celebration is by Wabick's take on Oktoberfest while celebrating their town mascot, Honk the Moose. There will be events for the whole family, including a kids zone filled with games, a chainsaw carving contest, axe throwing, and of course, a beer garden. Events kick off at 11 tomorrow morning, and we will have a link to all of the fun on our website. And next we head to Moose Lake tonight, where they are too hosting an Oktoberfest celebration tomorrow. The Moose Lake Chamber of Commerce and Moose Lake Brewing Company are hosting the day-long event, which will feature lots of local brews, a bags tournament, a 5K, and even a car show. Starting at 5 p.m., there will also be a live Battle of the Bands concert. Those who come dressed in Oktoberfest fashion will also be entered to win some prizes. For more information, you can visit our website. And a bonus city by city tonight. We head to Ely, where local students spent this week preparing to cheer on runners at tomorrow's Ely Marathon. 6th and 8th grade art students got to make the creative signs this week with messages like, "You go girl," and of course, a few warnings of the local bears if participants stop running. What a fun class project they took part in there. And we want to wish good luck to all of tomorrow's runners. And of course, if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, please send us an email and we might feature it as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, fall may have just started, but one of Duluth's biggest winter attractions starts set up tomorrow. We hear from Bentleyville organizers in a few minutes.
Thicker cloud cover today kept temperatures down. The high made it to 59. The normal is 64. But you can see behind here, the sky is starting to clear as our rain system leaves. Sunshine for the weekend. Will that perk our temperatures up? I'll let you know which way they'll go coming up right after our break.
We're kicking off a new season in NYC. I'm putting the y'all in New York. You didn't even know it was there, but it is now.
It's Super Saturday at Home Furniture, and everything is on sale. Plus 3-year special financing with no money down, no minimum purchase, and free shipping. This Saturday only at Home Furniture.
Uh-oh, that food container won't contain your food, so you mess with cling wraps and foil, hoping food won't spoil. Well, not anymore. Now there's Stretch and Fresh Containers, the amazing food storage containers with stretch and fit lids that let you store more. Even the odd-shaped foods you couldn't put in containers before. Just stretch over the food and snap lock the lid to keep food fresh. There's even a freshness date dial to track storage time. It comes in the sizes you need to store all the foods you want with amazing storage capacity. It's freezer and microwave safe, and the containers nest for compact, stacked, space-saving storage. And right now, the 6-piece set is yours for just $19.95, and the shipping is free. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer and send a second set. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-378-1232 or go to trystretchandfresh.com. That's 1-800-378-1232 or order online at trystretchandfresh.com.
It's Super Saturday at Home Furniture, and everything is on sale. Plus 3-year special financing with no money down, no minimum purchase, and free shipping. This Saturday only at Home Furniture.
See the largest selection of Carhartt in the area. We're clothing for men and women at Northwest Outlet.
Coming up ahead of the Northland Heart Walk on Saturday, we hear the inspiring story of a survivor.
Today's rain chance paid off as planned, and I'll talk about when it'll end.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, because of the thicker cloud cover, most towns' temperatures today undercut normal by a little bit. The normal high temp is 64 degrees, and for much of Minnesota, we went from 55 in Ely to about 60 degrees in Grand Rapids. Still missed it by a degree down in Moose Lake there at 63. Getting into Wisconsin, well, Ashland beat the normal by 2 degrees, though Hayward missed it by about 2. Into the Upper Peninsula, that's where the warmest temperatures were today, 71 in Watersmeet. You know, maybe by Sunday we'll start to touch 70 once again, but cooler temperatures will be with us for Saturday. But once we do get warmer temps back by Sunday, they could be with us for the rest of the week ahead. We'll talk about that and any more rain chances coming our way after this look at the current conditions from Duluth International. It's 59 degrees there right now, 46% for the relative humidity, northwest winds going 12 miles per hour, and our air pressure, after being on the low side much of the day today, 29.84 inches of mercury, and barometer readings are rising as higher pressure takes over as our low leaves. But it's not gone for everybody yet, so we'll show you the Doppler here after these current temperatures. We're right now running 48 to 51 in the Upper Peninsula and 51 to 57 in Wisconsin, Superior being the warm spot, LaPointe and Hayward on the cooler side. So sometimes it doesn't always become warmer down south. Up north, in Cook County, it's a little bit cool up the Gunfoot Trail at 46, but we're still pretty close to 60 from the Quad Cities towards Hibbing, Chisholm, and even over towards Grand Rapids, International Falls as well. Low temps tonight likely will be in the 40s. Tomorrow's highs hovering around 60 degrees. Doppler map right now shows line of lower pressure exiting Wisconsin here in the next couple of hours and going through the Upper Peninsula and bringing folks there a chance for rain. But you can also see this narrow band of rain has pretty much left Minnesota and a clearer sky is coming to call. And that means then by tomorrow our low should be gone and a high coming in from the west will dry us up. And since it's a high from the west rather than the north, it won't cool us down too terribly, even though it will take down daytime highs a little bit for Saturday. The backside of the high will bring back a southerly wind on Sunday, though, and that'll start to warm temperatures up. And so what we're going to say for the weekend then is the high as it approaches makes us at least partly sunny, but come Monday it should make us mostly sunny and dry, and likely stay that way through Tuesday. Wednesday's our next chance of rain. Next low pressure system out of the Idaho area brings a chance for showers by midweek. All right, take a look at the forecast here for tonight. In Minnesota, low temps could be as cool as the upper 30s for parts of the Mesabi range, but otherwise 40s for everybody else. Decreasing clouds will be the trend, and for Wisconsin and Michigan as well, with low temps there going about 40 to 45. Tomorrow, daytime highs with at least partial sunshine for Wisconsin and the UP will be in the lower 60s. Minnesota numbers should run about 58 to 63 with partial sunshine. Could be a windy day tomorrow, westerly wind up to 20 miles per hour. And then it settles down a bit on Sunday. Stays partly sunny, but perks up to 68 degrees. And then for the week ahead, about 65 to 70 for our high temps. 30% chance for showers midweek, Kristen. Could be followed up next Friday by a 50-50 chance for conditions just like today's.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that the weekend is looking nice because hunting is underway.
Yep.
And we just gave you a whole list of things you can do.
All those Oktoberfest. Get your mug polished up and ready to go.
Exactly, and it's looking like a nice fall weekend for that.
I think so, yeah.
Thanks, Dave. Starting tomorrow, Bayfront Park begins its annual transformation to become Bentleyville. Nathan Bentley says he's looking for about 150 volunteers every weekend to help get the grounds ready. For people looking to volunteer, he says simply show up at Bayfront and follow the signs to be put on a project. This year's celebration will be similar to the pre-pandemic walkthrough version, but with some accommodations made for social distancing.
Children that are visiting Santa Claus will not be sitting directly in Santa Claus's lap or being close to him. We're going to do more of a, what I would call, presidential rope line.
Bentleyville opens this year on November 20th. That'll be here before we know it, and it runs through December 27th. Wild State Cider is bringing the Duluth community together this fall with their 3rd annual mixing of the Duluth People's Cider. People from all over the Northland can drop off their local apples. Wild State will then combine them to create a special one-time batch. There's no minimum or maximum on how many apples you can donate. Anyone who donates will receive 2 free crowlers of the cider when it's ready in a couple of weeks. Wild State also says they're donating the proceeds from this batch to the Hartley Nature Center.
It's a community cider, so in a way we're taking apples from the community and putting that profit right back into the community that the apples are from.
The last day to donate your apples to Wild State is next Friday. Also, Duluth Cider accepts apple donations on an ongoing basis. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from the Humane Society of Douglas County in Superior. This is Lola. She is a 12-year-old boxer mix looking for her forever home. Our friends at the shelter tell us she is very well behaved and very friendly. Additionally, her adoption fee has been sponsored, so she is all set to go. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Lola, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, the Northland Heart Walk is this weekend, and after the break, we'll introduce you to this year's featured survivor who's back on the trail just 11 months after his life-threatening accident.
At the DTA, we're making your bus ride even safer. You can now buy your ticket anytime, anywhere, using the new MyDTA app for mobile fare payment and trip planning. Contactless, safe, convenient.
The worst of times can bring out the best in each of us. Doctors, nurses, and frontline workers have labored selflessly to keep us safe during the health crisis of our lifetime. How do we thank these heroes? It's simple. Get your COVID vaccine so we can end this pandemic. Strong variants are on the rise, and we don't want to put these heroes through another health crisis. They have given their all. Now it's up to you. Please do your part. For you, for them, for us.
In the face of a chaotic world, we all seek comfort in different ways.
What if we go someplace else?
What do you have in mind?
George, you okay?
Dad's in the hospital. We gotta go.
Is he okay? Look who I have with me. Hey, George.
Brenda?
The new season of Young Sheldon begins Thursday, October 7th on CBS.
The Royal Enfield Bullet was designed in 1955 and not updated until 2008. It takes an experienced hand to keep one running. I've ridden in the rain and the snow, but prefer not to. That's why motorcycles and meteorology go together so well. It also takes an experienced hand to make an accurate riding forecast. As our region's longest-serving meteorologist, I think I have the touch needed to get it right.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and 10.
Sports are my passion and the love of my life. And when you watch a sportscast, the biggest compliment that I get is that you seem so excited about what you're talking about. And that's not an act for me. Who doesn't want to see someone, you know, deliver their news in a fun way? So if you love it, I love it, You're gonna see the authenticity that I think I bring.
Watch sports with Kelly Hinseth, weeknights on Live Local, CBS3.
We've got new information now explaining why.
Why should ordinary Americans care what's happening here in Ukraine?
Deep divisions remain. Elizabeth, why did they kick you out?
They are expecting public unrest.
Why are they releasing these videos now?
Police are pushing us back.
We found one hell of a story of survival.
That's why you have to do your own research to get to the truth.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Raising money for heart disease and staying active. That's what those attending the Northland Heart Walk can look forward to tomorrow in their first year back in person since the start of the pandemic. This year's featured survivor at the Heart Walk is Richard Hogue, a Duluth resident who has a genetic heart condition. Last October, Hogue was trail running in Lester Park when he suddenly collapsed. He spent 30 minutes on the ground before he was able to flag down a couple that helped him call 911. Hogue spent 14 days at Essentia St. Mary's before receiving open heart surgery. He says he's excited to be participating in tomorrow's event just 11 months after his accident. And he says his experience over the last year has shown him a new perspective on life.
The thing you see, everything's brand new. Little things that never really meant much to you. You look at, you see a sunrise, or you see a bird, or you see your grandkids in a special way.
Richard says he's incredibly grateful for the support and care he received following his surgery. And you can find more details about the Northland Heart Walk on our website.
On this Friday night, the fallout after the crisis on the border. The president condemns U.S. Border Patrol agents as the migrant camp is cleared out. Plus, election fact check, a Republican-backed audit in Arizona expands President Biden's win in the key battleground state. And we go on the road with an angel who's helping the victims of Hurricane Ida with a little Southern comfort. That's coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Need a flu shot? Schedule your flu shot online today at essentiahealth.org/flu.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not one, but 2 Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-758-1647. Again, that's 800-758-1647.
If you're looking for some fun things to do here in the Twin Ports, look no further.
Jenna and I are stepping out of the studio and into the community to show you some fun things to do in your neighborhood.
Check out Community Connection.
Fridays on CBS3 this morning.
We're kicking off a new season in NY I'm putting the y'all in New York. You didn't even know it was there, but it is now.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Friday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story, and we'll see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we learn the details of Governor Walz's $10 million farm relief proposal. $5 million of that would be allocated for rapid response grants. The other $5 million will be for zero-interest recovery loans. And coming up tonight at 6, we hear from Minnesota state leaders as COVID cases are on the rise in the state, with more than 2,000 cases a day for the past 2 days. More on the statewide situation and what it means for those eligible for a booster shot tonight. Well, Dave, we have made it to Friday. How's the evening looking? Nice night?
Yeah, it's getting better all the time. The rain that we did get earlier today is moving to the east, and by about 8 o'clock tonight, it should be gone, and then the sky will clear, setting us up for at least partial sunshine for Saturday and Sunday. Highs as cool as 60 Saturday, as warm as 68 on Sunday. The normal is 64. Then, Monday and Tuesday, a little more sunny than anything. The next rain chance, that could be with us on Wednesday.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you at 6.